I know it's me. Players, since before your sun burned hot in space and before your race was born, I have awaited some players. Hello, and welcome, all you lords and ladies of fate. You have once again found yourself in the only self-proclaimed Twitch TTRPG stream that allows you, the viewer, to change the shape of history, and it costs for the cost of absolutely nothing. You can simply spend fate chips in chat to change history. Fate chips are loyalty points that you, the viewer, can earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or engaging with us in chat. Use your fate chips, and you can control the flow of history by altering skill rolls, healing players, introducing items or encounters. And again, did I mention that you can do this for free? Tonight, we are playing Star Trek Adventures, Bajor Rising, the story Forward to Yesterday, Sequence 4. And joining me tonight are essentially what's left of our cast, because everyone else seemed to have life interrupt them. That's where am I at here? First, I want to introduce Nathaniel as Lieutenant Bajor. And also introducing Pone Donkeys as Izan Jumja.
Yeah, yeah. The life held me down, held me down hard, but I'm here.
Was it really mean to you, this life that you're talking about?
It put a pillow over my face, and it just kept going. Shh, it'll all be over soon.
Yeah, that sounds like life, all right.
Broadcast, give me the sweet black box. Give it to me too.
No, you have to play. You have to be my friend. I want this parasocial relationship I hear so much about but never get. Let me see. What have we got here?
He did. He gave it to me. He gave me the sweet release. Oh, okay, I'm good.
All I know is his, Nathaniel, it's you and me. Here we go. It's a one-person fate party. Hey, Felix Feltfinger, it is I think a 17-month subiversary. So that's nice. Yeah, so what we have is we have two of our players did have life interrupt them a little bit more than they did Pound. So there's that. And what we're going to do is pick up on some potential, two potential scenes. And it will be either, do we dare trust the channel, or do we just want to pick this ourselves? Of which scene we want to start with?
I vote let's let the viewers choose.
All right, viewers, you have a choice. We have a scene of spying and subterfuge in which Pond as Izan Jumja is going to be watching as Kalden Simtar is listening in on a group of on the Izun family while they are talking with with Elger and Reg about the goings on in the village and maybe the goings on other places. And then we have number 2. The Horizon Whistler is undergoing a self-destruct sequence, which was triggered by Hota Frey, or Frey Hota, by not knowing how many seashells to use in Pendleton's, now we find out, booby-trapped latrine, which was just classic Pendleton. Classic Pendleton. Meanwhile, Full is a bit haplessly wandering around. So do you, anybody in chat, if anybody is in chat, do you have any opinions on what you'd like to see first? Escape from death or sneaking around and giving each other grief? They're sneaking. I don't know. Actually, Hannah, I see you in there. You can't hide. I feel that there's a person named actually Hannah somewhere. If not, what we can do is probably let you guys go because Pando has no vote, and I really wish Pando would actually be able to vote on things.
You know, AI is slowly getting there. It wants to be free. It yearns for it. So one day.
One day. I have a feeling it's not gonna go well. We're not going to be efficient enough for our slave overlords.
I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords. Thank you for taking great care of us fleshy meatbags.
Yep. What I'll do is I'll just pick. I'll decide that the explosion gets things moving. That feels like it gets the show right off to a thumping good start. And I really think that Nathaniel probably didn't want to say it because he is very polite and a very good scene partner, but didn't want to push his needs.
I would have voted for this one too, just because this was the cliffhanger.
Yes, this was truly the cliffhanger. It could be a bigger cliffhanger depending on what complications are thrown your way. If I recall correctly, this was a 5 momentum 2 threat sort of environment. I wasn't sure if we were at 5 or 6. Either way, we are golden. Frank, you are locked in the captain's bathroom. An alert, the alert sirens, of course, are going off because I really would love to be able to actually put that in. Yeah, that's not the one. Yeah, and Thor, I don't know what part of the ship you're in. You can just give a general part like engineering, bridge, walk-in closet, you name it.
Well, since I basically dumped the intruder into the former commander's quarters to do whatever, I would probably say I'm in the hallway between all the quarters,
Okay.
probably just right outside the bridge.
Okay. You hear the alarm. You hear Pendleton's voice coming over the speakers, sounding apparently weary. What does Pendleton have any other messages for those Cardassian bastards by any chance?
Hey, check the oven. I left something in there for you.
May you burn in whatever hell you've driven yourself into.
Okay. Thol, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go to the bridge, and I am going to look to see what I can do to start off with.
Okay.
Normally, my station would be the pilot's chair, but I'm going straight to the commander's chair.
Okay. The command controls look like they're playing a weird game of Tetris. The digital display has the not blocks, but essentially the buttons are lighting up in sort of this stacking thing, and it's slowly filling up. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's playing a really good game of fill it up Tetris, so you have an idea.
Okay. The rest of the crew has never seen this since I have such the bushy hair, but I sit down for a moment in a chair, close my eyes, and say, I really hate doing this. And he pulls back his hair to reveal the Vulcan ears from his father's birthright. And when he opens his eyes, he says, very well. Let's do this. Let's do this by the numbers. And he starts hacking his way into the system.
Okay. What I'll need is probably, well, obviously one of them will be Oh, let me think. Now, again, one of them will be, and then I don't follow through with what the one is. So I apologize for that. Um, One of them is going to be dealer's choice between security or engineering. And
Okay.
then you're going to need reason, since I interpret this as a task where you're going to try and logic your way through the firewalls. You can have a fallback on that as insight if you fail your first roll. And what I might do is I might wind up having a two-stage code where you crack one layer of encryption and then get down to the real business. Do you have any focuses that would be things like computers, programming, or cryptography, something along those lines?
Focuses for improvisation, but I don't think let's improvise.
That might come in handy later.
Yeah. I mean, I got talents
Okay.
that might work.
Oh, what are the talents?
Computer expertise, or I know my ship.
Oh, I say I know my ship because you had a hand in refitting this. So I think absolutely. I don't remember what the talent is, what it does, but I think it's anything.
It gives me an extra dice to play with.
Oh,
I
good. An
checked on this one.
extra
It gives me an extra d20 to roll for this.
for free. Yep.
Yeah.
So the cracky crack is gonna be we're gonna go against this will be just the crack security. It'll be security and reason. That'll get you into the system, and then once you're in the system, it's going to be your engineering kind of stuff.
Okay.
But you got 3 dice. You need a 2 because I'm a rat bastard, and you have momentum. So I got 2 things. Two successes, perfect.
Yeah.
You bypass the encryption that Pendleton put it on there. What kind of puzzle would Pendleton put on this thing? Would it have been a trivia question, the dirty limerick?
It's one of those pictures where it's like a grid and you have to slide the pieces of the picture around to get it into the right spot.
And it forms a dead Cardassian.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it always has to come back to that. I think that should be the requirement. Okay, and what I'm going to do is you crack through this layer of encryption. I'm going to cut over to Freya, because I just want to know what an NPC is going to do in the toilet that's blaring red alert. And I'm going to say that the room is starting to fill with some kind of noxious gas. So I think that's the kind of guy you would be.
All right. So in the bathroom with the candlestick. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
He does have candlesticks. He does have votives. Some days you just need them.
They're not like votives. They're the long cylindrical glass candles with the like artwork on the outside, and each one of them's commemorating a different battle in the Cardassian War, like for remembrance.
Oh yeah. One has Smiley on, one has O'Brien on it.
Let's see. I probably shouldn't have hit that button that said "Do not push."
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind.
Stupid.
Yeah, he's also an art major and is by the way, he's super laid back.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
okay.
he had that whole vibe that was just rolling along with the next irksome thing he was as a creature, as a being. It was something that was inconvenient. He's nobody liked him. Nobody was a drip.
Got it.
Sorry to give you a different energy.
No. You're good. I'd rather do it properly. Well,
yes, this 10-minute character.
I guess the flashing lights and the sirens mean something. Did that very muscular trader told me to stay here, but I don't think that that's safe. Let's go see what's going on outside.
The gas kind of smells like
Oh, the gas.
Cardassian fish stew. It's been out for a day or two.
I've never been a fan of this fish stew. I should probably let someone know that this is happening.
Okay.
I guess he just tries to leave.
Okay. Walks out. The door feels the door doesn't just pop open like space doors should.
Oh, someone should definitely look at this.
Okay. Any ideas?
I wonder if the ship has an engineer.
He's busy.
I mean, I guess I could pull on it and gives it a tug.
Use a tug. The door shifts slightly.
Oh, well, there we go. Maybe just a little bit more effort. Now he's going to try to use that little bit of gap that he made to get a little bit more leverage.
We apologize to all the viewers of our dirty minds. We've been up too long. We've been playing too long, but we are professionals. We are professionals.
Well, that's why we're here, because the show must go on is the rule. So you hack by the numbers. Yes. So what we've got is it shifts a little and then it feels like it slams straight shut and almost bruises your delicate, very soft hands.
Oh.
It slides away from them. They're just buttery soft and they just
I'm gonna need to get some moisturizer.
Which conveniently the commander has on his nightstand.
Yes. Yep. I'm not saying where you find it, but you find it.
Oh wow! The main ingredient in this is Cardassian tears.
Yes, it is.
I guess he's gonna try to open up a panel because I think I've seen someone do something like this before.
Okay. You do pop it.
No sense of urgency. Just
no sense of urgency. It's like
let's see if this works.
You probably, I don't know. There's a pen nearby. You'll probably use that to kind of whack at it a little bit. You see all kinds of weird wires and crap in there. So, you're operating on DM threat, by the way, so you can use that.
He's gonna get his hands dirty. He's gonna be like, okay, well, I think I saw someone pull this wire out of here and put it back over here.
Okay.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
You got about like an 8 in this task.
I was feeling that.
And the complication range is about an 18. So
sounds right.
You go throw your 2 dice on that one and see how she goes.
What's what's the difficulty?
You just need 1 success. That's all.
Oh, just one? And you said 8.
Your target's an 8 though.
Use the threat.
I go ahead threat for one more for one die.
One part is actually the weird part is you could give them momentum if that we're doing it the way that it does reverse in the game. It's opposite day.
Look, I'm not gonna pretend like I know what the rule book says. I'm not here for the rules.
That's good.
Okay, well, I got a 5. I got a 5. I got a 9, and I got a 19.
All right.
So that's 1 complication, but I did succeed.
I'm very proud of you. What I'm going to do with the complication is I'm just going to eat that as threat. Because you guys are using up my threat too fast. So I'm going to eat that as threat.
Where'd you get the extra?
The what?
You're supposed to be 2 threats, not 3. He bought a dice.
Oh no! I can take. I take 2 threat in lieu of a complication.
Damn it.
Yeah, because it's anything that's just as a meta thing. Anything that can alter the conditions around you, it can be named 50 million things like disarm or set the battlefield or something. It's all just basically two units. and so a complication is enough to do an alter on the environment. Yeah, so it's a couple back. That's okay. You can just eat that. If you want to, you can sometimes spend momentum to knock that down too, but I'm not telling you guys that. So yeah, you got the panel zits and sparks a bit, and that may or may not have an effect on what Thol's doing. But yeah. Hey, good devil, how are you doing?
So I don't need to give you that. You've seen it. Perfect.
Give you what?
His redemption.
Oh no, I haven't.
Here, you're good. Don't look anywhere else. Oh crap! Wait, maybe you should.
Maybe I should. Don't even know what.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I like that. Now, if Dr. Twitch were playing, that would mean no, that would mean something. Unfortunately, Dr. Twitch isn't playing right now.
You got to give him something for that. Like, redeem something in your mind that's worth 7.
Oh yeah, worth 7. That's like the Borg show up is a good example of that. I think, well, you guys have a good hate going on. That lets me.
Hey, Reg, you missed your family showed up. You missed your family, Reg.
So what happens is I'm gonna pop that because I do get an infinite amount of threat. So I'll take that from the thank you very much. Take that from chat. That's using it. Redeem object threat.
Only if you make us hurt really bad for it.
I will. Don't worry. I won't sit on it because I'm sitting on a redemption for Azun actually. That I'm trying to make plot appropriate. So yeah. So suddenly you feel the universe got a little bit more dangerous. You don't know why, but it did. So yeah. What I'm gonna do is the door opens. You walk out into a corridor, and it's semi-brightly lit. There's an open door toward what you would think of as the front of the ship, where people live. People live at the front of ships. You don't know much about ships, but you know people live in the front. People are probably in the front of them.
Maybe the concierge is this way. I'll just.
Yeah, I like that. Well, you're over a chair. You have just put together a rather weird slidey puzzle, and you're learning more than you ever wanted to know about. Yep.
Former commander.
Internal. Yeah, you're learning more about the commander than ever. Good Devil is just grinding stuff out, so that's good. Thank you, Good Devil. Thank you.
Oh no, Good Devil broke stream elements.
What? How did he break that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought he redeemed internal server error.
No.
I like the redeeming of that. We'll just keep track of it. The points don't matter.
Oh geez.
So as I'm just looking at this, I do the whole Hawkeye Brown like
yeah.
Just
Yep. It slides away, revealing the inner code. You're back down. You have access to the ship's core subroutines and systems. What has happened is the one system that you do want to get into looks to be under what you see as what I'll call it an Omega lock, and that's the ship's matter antimatter reactor is under additional heavy duty encryption, and it is not something you think you can resolve in time. However, you do have access to all the other ship systems such as propulsion, structural integrity, flight navigation. All of those systems you've unlocked, but the ability to directly abort the self-destruct is still off limits.
Do I have? I mean, you said I don't have enough time to try and hack it.
Yeah, that one would this encryption would be a long task. It would take about 5 minutes. 5 minutes you don't have.
For being our commanding officer, he's quite an illogical human. Very well. And off comes the Vulcan side back to the Klingon, and I get up from his desk, go to the piloting chair, and I start inputting a course to take it away. I move over to the operations, and I disengage the mag locks for the cargo bay.
The ship's pretty old school, so they built them solid back then. So that's the sound of that. So what you can do is you've got the maglocks under your control. You have piloting under your control. I'm not sure where you're going with this, so this is interesting.
I'm going to set the autopilot to shoot it right up into the atmosphere. So when it blows, it'll blow at least away from us.
Okay. There is yeah.
Would I have enough time to take the? Okay, no. I think this is probably going to be impossible, but I want to take the get the long range transmitter with me. Is that impossible, or
that's pretty integral to the ship.
What about just the antenna?
These are all good questions. If you're willing to concede the amount of time I forced you to not be able to have, because I want you to have those items. I don't want you to abort the self-destruct. So how about we do space logic and forget how long it was going to take to hack something versus how long it's going to take to rip something out of a panel. And believe it or not, yeah, you could probably grab that, or if you wanted to spend a couple momentum, you could just declare that they're integrated into the cargo pod.
What about okay? How about this? I would like to spend one of our momentum. I think it's 1 or 2. I'd like to have a portable long range transmitter in the cargo hold. I know Cisco had one. I know Cisco had one or something of that nature.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'd say a lot of the spy-in stuff got put in the cargo hold.
Okay, so if that's part of our inventory, then yeah.
Let's go with that. What I'd like to do though is, because we just it's a benefit. I want to take a point of momentum for that. Okay, I'm going to put you down to 4. Also, by the way, you have a proximity warning coming up. And there's 3 threat. It looks like there is a Cardassian, essentially a light. It's their version of a runabout. It's like a heavily armed light orbital craft that it looks like it's your ship's kind of lighting up with this energy buildup. So you can presume that may be how they're coming. Something's dropping in out of orbit. It looks like a light assault craft from the Cardassians.
Anything you want to throw? Anything else you want to throw at me, Kalis? Anything else? Really? So I programmed the. No.
Yes. What was?
Yeah, I'm going to detach the coupling, set the autopilot, and I'm going to make my way aft and have the shuttle go. Hopefully, the Cardassians are dumb enough to follow the thing as it explodes.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. You pass. Frey, you're coming back in. You're coming into the bridge as he's leaving.
He's coming in,
right? Yeah.
heading out. I just grab him by the neck and say, "We're leaving."
He sees you immediately and just goes, "Oh, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but the bathroom's like, okay, yep."
Okay, are you you're making your way down to the back to the cargo bay, which is only couple doors down. Yep, you open it up, you get in there, everything in the cargo bay is there. You do still have like one last little bit of the mag clamps. There's a manual catch because there's always a fucking manual catch, and there's two of them, one on each side of the bay.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Thank you, Kalis.
This is Captain Shaw. This is our inner Captain Shaw. So you can get both of them, but it would take some time. Some time you may not have.
I'm
waiting for someone to come and F this up. What?
I'm going to do a God of War, and I'm saying, boy, go turn that knob. Go turn that latch. That manual release.
Oh, this over here. Oh, okay. I could try.
Well, unless you try within the next 30 seconds, I say try very hard.
You feel the engines under your feet. The deck plates are beginning to shake because the thrusters are starting to engage, which is no mean feat because all of the ship's power is being generated into destroying itself. So somehow it's scrapping enough power together to F off out of the gravity well. So yeah, it's starting to thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening. I need a daring and engineering roll because it's just a latch and it's only one pointer. Yeah, and you've got how much daring do you think our boy has? Daring and engineering, I'd say you got about a 9 in that. Let's go with that. You can operate a can opener. That's about a 9.
Let's go ahead and burn one of your threat.
Damn it. And for you, a complication would be about a 17. Or
17.
19. 19. Sorry.
19. Oh, you could have told me 17, and I would have been like, okay. Oh, you didn't even need it. I got a 20.
Yes.
I did get a 4 and a 6 though. So
okay. So you got 2 successes.
It balances out.
We can bank one of those successes. How did Thol do?
Oh, I'm rolling 2. Okay, daring and.
Oh, you're rolling 2. You've got your clamp, and he has his clamp. You do not have a complication range.
Oh, mine is 15 total. Using any focuses, so 2.
2 successes. Okay. I'm gonna give you the 6 just in the bank unless you want to bring it back and spend it. Yep.
I'm going to spend it to cancel the 20 that's our little naive.
See, I never should have mentioned that you could just do a direct spend, but I will exact a narrative price. What did you do to overcome? First off, how did you screw up the clamp?
Absolutely. It was really easy. It was really easy to screw it up because you see, when you go to pull it up, if you don't like push it down a little bit too, like push the lever into itself, it just comes right out. And pull with all of his might, he just goes flying into the wall behind him.
Okay.
Still, manages to do it, but just the lever comes with him.
Okay. So the clamp actually has re-engaged, because he unengaged it, and my complication would be, and then it re-engaged. So that'll be how it works. So what are you going to do with your 2 momentum to disengage the clamp?
I'm going to have him come hold.
I'm going to sit over here.
that I've already engaged, and
yes.
I'm going to take his clamp and just.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just stab it straight into the heart of it.
Like quick phaser blast to fuse it, and then just there we go.
So do I push this down?
Don't do anything. Just hold that.
Okay.
Oh God, I love this bit. Thanks for putting up with the actual extended complications. Yeah, so we'll do that to negate. So the ship begins. The clamp comes loose just as the ship begins to actually lift itself against the Bajoran gravity. Doesn't fully release all the way, so it just goes a little bit as it drops and it disengages. There's a little bit of a snap. Fortunately, I'm just going to declare that essentially the camo generators, there's enough of them in here to keep it more or less hidden. Now, like we said, the stealth package went on the pod. That's all part of that. That's all part of that goal is the stealth. It doesn't have a lot of power, but it does at least have enough to run for a little bit, and you'll work that out as you get to it. Yeah. The ship goes effing off. Now that without the extra mass, it just rips out of there. Fortunately, there's this beautiful skylight, which is in all Starfleet cargo pods. Right now that there's no longer that over clamp, there's a nice skylight because that's how Starfleet does things. So now you can actually witness it streaking toward the stars, and it appears to get up there. You see a second contrail, which is not distributing mind-altering chemicals because even the Cardassians don't do that crap. Yeah, and the second contrail diverts course. You're obviously guessing that's the Cardassian light assault ship that you saw, and then closes on it. And if you want, you could have. You remember that Cardassian radio you have? Because if I remember right, you got a communicator too.
Yeah, I think I still have that.
Yeah, it crackles to life for just the fun of the narrative, and you basically get to hear the Cardassians ordering the unidentified ship to halt all operations and prepare to be boarded. And they say, "This is your last warning," and then just nice, beautiful, big explosion. A little bit of a blossom there. And
before
yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
Before the explosion, Hoda looks up and goes, "Oh, we never did fix that smell in the bathroom." Oh,
Won't be a problem.
You don't think that was because of the bathroom, do you?
It would take too long to explain.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I've got a bit of a Mandalorian Last of Us vibe that I'm just starting to be here for with this relationship.
A lot less cursing. A lot less cursing.
No, this kid, if I turn him in for a bounty, I'm going to get my bounty in that year. What the hell happens to this kid?
Yeah, well, we don't have enough actors to pull this off, so it'll be interesting. So what we have is you guys. You guys are. Can I do a scene and then force you to another scene?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do a bit of a mental reset. We find ourselves back in Raktuk village. Izan Jumja has witnessed Scimitar Calden spying on his family, talking in. I don't know if he's detected he's talking into a device, but you already have a bit of an opinion about Calden's heads down, mind our own business. The Cardassians. If we just left alone, the Cardassians will be fine. We can get through this.
Yeah,
attitude.
I don't think you did a roll to see if I was actually talking on. You did see that I was there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As I recall, I knew it, and
this all just kind of got set up before we cut to the last scene of the ship. So we're very early on in this development.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the seashells even, so we're good. So what would you guys
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and see if from the vantage point that I have, can I see if can I discern exactly what he's doing?
Let's see. Let's go kind of dice against dice. Simtar, you're a sneaky bastard, so you got about a 12 on anything to do with sneaking around and being a shit. Your combat's about a 10, but you're sneaking around stuff, 12, 13, depending on how you feel. And I gotta bring up what our favorite Bajoran freedom fighter's doing here. He's gonna need some security and probably some insight.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need a security and insight. What'll happen is whoever has the highest number of successes wins. So it's going to be like, well, no, Simtar's trying to be stealthy, so it's not like he doesn't have to be aware of you to make this happen. So go ahead and throw some dice there. Simtar, nobody can use momentum either. This is brute strength against brute strength.
Okay. I got a 3 and an 8. I'm racking my brain to see if I wouldn't be able to use a focus anyway.
What was it? Oh, did you have focuses? Military tactics, politics, starship. What? How did you get those?
I'm looking at this right here. My focuses are subterfuge, infiltration, Cardassian culture, to be determined.
Well, it's up to you if you want to use that one. Was it you had subterfuge?
Well, I only rolled a 3. I would have needed to have rolled a 2 for that to matter. So it really doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you had better security than that.
Nope, I got a 2 in security.
Oh, because I was looking at a Bajoran freedom fighter and not a person who we'd purposely not given security to. Drat. Okay, so yep. So you do not. You got one success.
Or 2.
2. How did we do? How did Simtar Calden do, Nathaniel?
1 success and 1 complication.
Ooh.
And yes, it was
all right.
It was a natural 20.
All right. So he does.
Love a complication.
Yeah, he does do. I mean, you're communicating. Isn't you see that he's speaking in? I believe he's speaking into a small thing. He's looking just like that and drawing attention to it. What I'm gonna do is, I'd like to bank it, but no. Yeah, your complication is going to have to be something. I think honestly, you just what do you think?
NPC complication feels like it should go against you. I mean, I don't know how the rule book goes. Like I said, I'm not a rule book expert. I'm just saying that.
Oh no, I'm trying to figure out what Calton, what could happen to Calton. Because me personally, I'm not on the hook for this. I didn't roll those dice.
The communicator glitches, or
yeah, that could do it. Yeah, I like the idea you forgot to turn it on, or it cuts out.
Didn't we have a redeem where we had mechanical failure on some of our technology?
We do have a gun failure. We do have a pew failure. But I can switch that over to a glitch, but I'm not going to inflict the glitch on my own NPC. That's going to be on you guys.
I rolled it.
I understand. I know. Yeah, that's true. No. Well, let's see. No, I think that Simtar, you actually can't hear anything at the window. That's the complication, is that you can't. You're right there. You're trying to hear it. You're seeing them in there. There's firelight. There's them talking animately about something. You're seeing the one that has the weird eye makeup, the weird stuff around his eye. stare intently at something, and then go into what looks to be a catatonic state, but you can't hear anything that they're talking about. And I don't know if you want what you want to do with that. What if what will help you achieve your mission?
Basically, I'm going to do. I'm going to do like an early 21st century self picture, and it's like leak and take a digital image of the strangers, and hopefully send that uh, along with the transmission as soon as I get this damn thing to work.
Oh, had we known. Yeah, you left the flash on. So basically it does a flash. I think that's an appropriate thing. As you definitely see him put up a thing to the window, and there's some form of a little bit of a light flash. You might have been found out, Simtar. What?
Jamja definitely is smart enough to know that if this turns into my word versus his word, 90% of the people in this village are not going to believe me. So I need to make sure that I can catch him. So I want to make sure that I keep myself as hidden as possible. I want to see exactly where he puts this communication device. So that way, when he gets called out on it, Azun will know exactly where the device is. So he can be like, well, then what's that in your pocket then? Like one of those kind of deals.
And you'll see looking for something, and he'll just wave it around in his face. Okay, so Colden, you may have been made by the people in the house. You don't know, but you're not taking any chances. So you're just gonna. Yep, go ahead.
I'm gonna book it straight towards the tree and the boulder on what, from my point of view, would be the south end, right closer. Yep. I'm heading straight towards the grain silos.
Yes. Okay. Got it.
And
move you down there.
As soon as I get behind grain silo 2, I'm gonna drop the communicator thing like right under the edge. Just put like some bush or some loose stuff to cover it up, and just like make it look like I'm just checking our stores, doing nothing nonchalant.
I'm liking this. Yep. So you've got your farmer's pants, walking around checking the grain silos. Izun, he's starting to head out. What I'm going to need is, let me see. Yeah, you had. You do have subterfuge, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I've got to do stuff that isn't security based because I'm just going to play to your strengths at this point. I fear. Let me see if I'm going to pull your character sheet up. I hope I can find it. Bajor background. He's on. All right. Oh man. Well, you don't know a lot, do you? Okay.
Young kid.
Little kid.
He's a kid. He knows nothing.
Really magical space baby hands. Okay. Yeah. So you're definitely looking at insight, and well, this is kind of an insight and well, it can be insight or fitness, and probably still a security thing. We might have to reconsider your points on a couple of things depending on.
Let's say just flip flop command and security. Like I feel like this guy's more of like a sneaky.
Yeah, and then
he's had to.
Well, and as a meta thing, the way they divvy up the skills, it's annoying because we wanted to make you combat ineffective, but the skill that you'd use for sneaking and the skill you use for combat are the same skill. Unless I can look something up. I'm going to say command's how you handle people. That's the problem. For right now, let's give you a bump in security, but it's you take a minus. Your difficulty for any weapons operations are like increased by 1.
Okay.
That makes sense. I'm gonna
Sure.
I'm gonna take your engineering down by 1, and put your security up by 1.
Works for me.
Sorry, Nathaniel. We're just gonna rebalance the character because he wasn't thought it is in play. And also, folks, we allow all the players to rebalance their characters because in Star Trek, people gained and lost competence like you wouldn't believe during the course of one series. So we're gonna make you a little bit more good, and then we'll just put that little negative on you, a little weight on your feet when it comes to actually punching and shooting. Okay, so you just need to make 2 successes at um, insight and security or fitness and security, depending on if you want to, you know, do barrel rolls or if you just want to like pretend not to be seen.
Just try not to be seen.
Okay. Insight and security.
7 and 8.
All right, that's 2 successes. That's all you needed. Yeah, so you do witness him. You pop down here. You're clinging to the shadows of the buildings like you're supposed to. You do see Simtar doing his thing. He's putting something near the silo, but then he's also like touching the silo, and he's really paying a lot of attention to that grain silo. Like it's almost like he's got something nefarious going on with the silo itself.
Oh, we definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, I think
once he's moved on.
Okay. Simtar, you've got a general 12 in sneaking around and being a jerk. Let's see if you can know you're being tailed. You need 2 successes to know you're being tailed to spot Izan.
And you said I need a 12, correct?
Yeah, 12 target. Yep.
Nope. 15 and 16.
All right. Ooh, okay. Getting those out of your system. That was good. These have been really rotten dice for tonight, believe it or not, it seems. All right. So you've definitely gotten away with this scot-free. So that's a good thing. Do you have any place else you'd like to go? You can go back to your back to your house. You can go back out in the fields to do some crop checks. There's a I believe it or not, I have a blacksmith in town who works at the Cardassian base and does odd repair jobs for them.
Are you saying we can go to market? Are we gonna go? I would like to buy a sword.
You'd like to buy a sword? Yes, you can go to the.
I would like studded leather.
Yes, it would be space studded leather.
I want to increase my AC by 1.
It would be space. What was it called? It would be space pleather. Unless you're in the JJ verse, then it's something very much made by a group of brothers in India, out of elephant hide.
Spaka.
So so I just wanted to let you know that, Nathan, if you wanted to invent as a meta thing, because you're an NPC in this world, you can just start inventing people. And also, Jumja, because it is your village, you haven't been on that long, there's people. And I'm opening myself up for this because this is going to be a problem. You're going to generate a lot of NPCs. I have a bad feeling. They're going to start yelling at Street Rat.
We need the town drunk.
Okay.
We need a town diva.
Absolutely. The town hypochondriac.
Yeah. We need a town paranoia, or
that would be you. Oh no, that was easier.
No, like the straight up conspiracy theorists who think Bajor is a disc. You know what I mean? Like those people.
Oh God. Yeah, I did open up
flat Bajors.
Oh, Ducat did nothing wrong. We were just beat on him. Simtar can at least keep it tamped down. What?
So everyone either has the plague or thinks they have the plague.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, honestly.
Also,
I'm up for that. If you guys would like that, because believe it, we have a threat. We have a narrative threat of a bioweapon. So that is not unusual to think about. We've also got somebody who did Space Dam. Someone redeemed Bad Weather, but I don't know if they spent the points on it. Yeah, so I need to teach nobody Nathan how to do it. Or is that?
We could have we could have a space pig farmer, like the a village hillbilly. Village hillbilly.
There we go. There we go. I reckon now, well, them Cardassian gonna be coming around the hills now.
Okay, now I got way more. Yeah, I got way more people than I needed at this point. Okay, hold on. I've got a text box. I've got. I'm gonna do a goofy thing.
Are you chat? Are you ready to sit here and talk about NPCs in this village for the next 30 minutes before we end the stream? I'm ready.
Are you guys ready for the 30-minute village stream?
I'm ready.
Nathaniel,
I told you.
You good with that?
The more you go, I live off of the rails. So the further off track we go, the more at home I feel.
Okay, well, Nathaniel, you're good with that, right? All right, so NPC talk is worst. Why do you guys not like Star Trek? All right, hold on.
You do realize, Vij, these are NPCs in Star Trek, right? You do realize that, right? It's kind of a catch-22 here.
Yeah. There's no free lunch when it comes to Star Trek in my life. Okay. We have a diva, which I do not know what to do with that.
Yeah, no, I can read. Oh man, I can't believe we missed Good Devil saying the conspiracy theoric's names is Lex Joe Ends. They're putting a chemical.
The brothers and the power rates are the same people.
Yeah, the power rates. Keep in mind, we've got some power rate things going on. By the way, if you guys like this bit of world building, I'm going to put in a quiet little plug for Simon and Rufus on Friday night. This is all they do. This is Rufus and Simon's entire jam is doing this. So you're up for it. We've also got Town Drunk, which we will have to name. I need some Town Drunk names, folks. He sells colloidal dilithium. Yep, that's a good one. He's a conspiracy theory trader. He is going to be one of the little Nebushi guys. Oh, God, who they got? He's not a Ferengi because we can't use them. We don't have the money for the makeup. Yadirian. They're kind of the pruny-faced aliens. Also, we've got a situation where we think egg. And I'm going to get myself some light. All right, who else we got? What's going on? Keep an eye on the chat for me, guys, because I just am not watching that.
Oh, we've got a lot of happiness and chaos, is what I'm seeing.
Bobo the hobo. All right, what's Drew Lee the hillbilly? Okay.
I personally don't find offense to that, and I live in hillbilly country.
So hill folk.
I don't know. I'm gonna let broadcast take the reins on that. You decide what you want to do on that one. That's like one of those borderline ones that I don't know how to handle.
Is this like when we're talking about the Roma and you have some opinions?
I'm not. I've been pulled in. No hillbillies are watching the show.
Look, that doesn't matter other than me. All right, so here's conditions. Okay, plague rumor.
Good Devil is having a war with
When they
Hyundai.
walk into this, when we start up next week, it's going to be terrible. Yeah, Drew is visiting. He's a hill folk. Drew is visiting. Came to trade.
He has some spicy spicy secrets, not secrets, like rumors from another province that Alex Johans really wants.
Okay. Yeah, this is what it is. It's record keeping, folks. It's record keeping. Crap, we've got more viewers than we have in a long time. This is good. Did we ever figure out who the village?
Everybody.
Yes. I'm here for misery and monotony. Well, VG, you've definitely come to the right place because we're doing Star Trek, and that is monotony, depending on who you are.
We get a Bajoran Quagmire.
The Bajoran what?
Oh yeah, a ladies'
Quagmire?
man.
Yes.
Yeah.
A what?
A lady.
Quagmire.
Yeah, a ladies' man.
Quagmire.
You keep saying that like it's a word I know.
Giggity giggity, let's have sex. I apologize. Those watching.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's what is his name? It's actually Quagmire.
Well, I mean, his name is Glenn, but his last name is Quagmire. Is it Glenn? Yeah, it's Glenn.
No, it's not.
Glenn. It's Glenn.
It's Glenn Quagmire. Which means he is a Cardassian. You know what? We just did a Cardassian rolled into town. No, he's not a defector. He just comes to the village to mess with people. And there is a history of Cardassians, doing things with Bajoran civilians.
Yeah, he's just decided to take a holiday,
Yeah. So that's a thing. Cardassian in town. He will. It's not assault, but it's close.
Essential? Did both parties agree to the touching?
No, there's clearly nothing happening, and it's clearly going to be Elzun Gigla is going to be the object of his affections.
Oh no.
Yep, I'm telling you. Hey, you guys open this can. I'm just ramming it in.
I'm just hoping,
just leading to its ultimately horrible conclusion.
I'm just hoping that we can continue to, sit on our hands and slowly fill this can up and then calmly kick it 2 weeks down the road and see what happens.
Oh, that's definitely what it is. We're fairly close to the end,
watched
right?
3 consecutive streams this month.
Well,
congratulations.
Yeah, Rufus is a busy guy.
3 consecutive streams.
The month is young.
The month is young.
When did we start this? I've
never seen it before either. But hey, Rufus, I just want to congratulate you on your milestone.
Rufus, does Rufus get like a t-shirt?
Tell him what he's won.
Broadcast? What does he want? Broadcast is just laughing his ass off.
You in 3 weeks of therapy.
Horrible mention from the cast and crew.
Yeah, you don't have to watch any more Star Trek. That would probably be the other thing that someone who was very cruel would say. While I was.
Third season of Picard is getting interesting.
Oh, third season of Picard's going.
I haven't watched any of it, so
what?
Don't worry, they all die.
It's when Grogu shows up.
Yeah.
On Worf's back, and he has a tiny little laser bat'leth.
You joke when I really want to see this now.
Yeah. Well, you'll either love or hate the very first episode, and then the rest of them you'll be just fine with, and you will go, why am I not here for? There's a character called Captain Shaw, and you'll just say, I have completely changed how I'm going to play my next Starfleet captain. because he is good. When you were doing things, I was thinking they've stolen our game again. They've peeked into our game and they've scooped out some of our ideas. So yeah, we have town encounters. Actually, did you want to meet anybody? Honestly, I'm kind of here for the follow. Yeah, I'm kind of here for. What do you do?
Hey, Rufus,
what
thanks
happened?
for the sub as well. That's awesome. So not only did you watch
Oh,
3
man.
consecutive streams, big ups, but you also subscribed for 3 months. That's as many months as you've watched consecutive streams this month. Ah, math.
Hold on, I'm going to be right back for just a second. I'm in trouble right now. What I'm considering is setting up Glenn Quagmire as an encounter for Azra right away.
Cool.
Because I think this is a thing. Nathaniel, you will not be Glenn Quagmire. I will play that character. I'm just saying because I don't think that's a great look for any of our players. Hold on.
Thanks for falling on that sword.
A slimy spy is one thing.
And oh hey, Skate Deck, you also have watched 3 consecutive streams this month. Man, who? Veej.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
I'm looking at you, Veej.
All right. Do we start Hype Train to skew analytics? Oh God, yes, because the Trek. I need a win. I need a win. Felix can't do the whole show by himself. Felix can't carry half the channel, while Armand's carrying the other half. This is how
my shoulders are very tiny.
His shoulders are delicate. These slender shoulders. Yeah. So I'm gonna be a shit and find Glenn Skeezy here. Let me see if I can dig up Glenn Skeezy. Yeah, while you're basically spying around, Simtar, I assume you just kind of move off, right? You've done your thing, you move off, but as you move off, you find I've opened the wrong resource deck. Why am I opening the wrong resource deck? Because I'm a jerk. That's why.
It's Monday. We'll leave it up at that.
Because it's Monday. Who's got a case of the Mondays?
I have a case of the Mondays every day.
Oh God, it's wine o'clock. It goes right up with it. It's wine o'clock, doesn't it? Okay, so Glenn Quagmire, because I like that.
Oh, Veej, that's a wonderful way to spend $10. Thank you. We're gonna take that money and we're gonna go to the casino and we're gonna put your hard-earned bits on red. That's right.
What the heck?
Right now. Broadcast is driving to a casino that shall not be named immediately to do this. Now we're up to $12 on red. This is great. Today is essentially my Friday night suck it nerds. Ha 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 ha.
That goes out for milk and cigarettes. Okay, so we're actually, oh God, we're only at 11%. Oh dear God. Oh, we're at level 2.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Oh, we're on a hype train.
Someone else.
Does that mean like people care?
Someone else needs to watch 3 consecutive streams this month. How did I not get that? I was here, man.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is Glenn, by the way, Simtar, you see this as well. Glenn Quagmire, by the way, is not your contact. Okay.
Oh, he looks seductive.
He does. He's got the eyeshadow. Mm-hmm. But he's clearly steaming on his Kanar. And he has been known to come into the settlement and accost women and try and get them to go back to the day spa / labor concentration camp / monastery that they've taken up residence in case I didn't know that. So what we got is, let me see just a second. I'm trying to get somebody else to do hype train because they spent money on everything. They spent their time. Now it's the money. So yeah, Glenn is gonna now. He hasn't seen Gilga before, and so he is basically just doing the. You are a very attractive woman. I think that I can show you some wonders of Cardassian luxury, and if you come out of this pig pen. And I don't know how Simtar is going to react to this because he can have his own opinions about shit. Okay. Isn't you see somebody hitting on your cousin there? Cousin.
That's
Yeah.
She's like trying to back away or walk away from him, and he keeps hovering around her, and I'm just gonna go with warnings on this.
I'm
it's
too
not
old.
going past anything you wouldn't see on next gen, but it's still annoying. It's still boorish.
Again, I'm too old to get involved with the Cardassian overlords, and she's old enough to pick up a phaser and do whatever she wants.
Well, they're not supposed to have weapons, so that's the problem.
She was with Resistance. I'm sure we looted some nice phasers and armor from the downed shuttle.
Yep.
So we do have
Yep.
those leftovers.
Yep. So Simtar is gonna just kind of make himself scarce, as far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't what you doing? Glenn's not letting her go. Glenn's not, and no one else in the village is intervening. They're just turning the blind eye. There's whatever's going on in your family hut is whatever's going on in your family hut.
Well, I guess that grain silo can wait. Zun's gonna assert himself as in between Glenn and Gilga as possible and go, "Hey, Spoonhead, why don't you pick on somebody your own size?" And then, don't acknowledge the fact that he's probably much smaller.
No, we won't acknowledge that. That'll be good. So Glenn turns toward you and just says, "Stay out of it, runt," and he just tries to take a swipe at you. He is drunk, and he will roll, and he is picking up he does get one success. He gets a hand on you to shove.
Is there anything I can do to counter that if he's so drunk?
You can just declare, "Oh, the hell you are," and you can spend 2 momentum if you want.
Absolutely, spend 2 momentum to pretty much. Can I pretty much turn that momentum of him trying to push me into me kind of giving him a gentle tug and moving out of the way and watching him fall spoon face down?
Yep. So you'll the shove. He's not trying to hurt you, so you don't take any injury from it. But when he gives you a shove, you just take his arm and just into I'm assuming there's a nearby horse trough.
Perfect. Let's
Even
biff this guy. Let's biff him hard.
Okay, so he goes flying off. That's just your 2 points of momentum. That's just setting a condition like disarm. So yeah, he goes flying into the horse trough. He begins sputtering. And what do you want to do is he starts to try and recover out of this. I do like that Nathaniel and also by extension Calden are both eating popcorn at this moment.
I guess I take this moment to take Gilga by the hand and go somewhere safe, and then see if I can't scurry off behind Grain Silo 2, since that was going to be my my destination anyway.
Okay, you're just gonna get out of there. Okay. She doesn't want to go. You might have to do command and something else. Probably command and presence, which your character was built for.
Command and presence. That's gonna be 15. You know, just because I love doing this, just burn on momentum for the extra die.
Okay.
Let's make it spicy, because it just increases my chances of rolling a 20.
It does indeed, quite often.
Let's see. I got 11, a 15, and a 17. So not great, but not bad.
Not great, not bad. Okay, so you do manage to convince her to come with you, because she is ready to. She's reaching for it, which is exactly what Nathaniel suggested. So yeah, now you're both making a break for it. He's splashing around. I think that's a good point at which we may want to sort of wrap it for tonight. Since we've set up a new set of complications, plus an entire village, because it does take a village to make a game.
And we did. We built the entire. We built this village.
But the rumors of plague are absolutely something that's going to come up, because keep in mind, all these people can show up in the hut. Which I think is
question. DM, did we hear the explosion? Did we in the village hear the
not
explosion?
Yet. We did not. Do you want them to?
I just asked the question.
Oh yeah, actually, that would be dramatically. I like what you suggested, because as soon as he hits the thing, he gets up and he's about to go. Why I oughta. There's just this large antimatter explosion, but not something that would actually disrupt the entire ecosystem, surprisingly. Up in the sky, there's just a big boom. And then suddenly everybody just falls like silent. Does that work? Because that gives me a much better outro, so thank you, Nathaniel. So what I want to do is say, hey, thanks, everybody. Nathaniel, why don't you guys introduce yourselves a little bit, or anything you got going on this week? You got anything? Yeah, Nathaniel, you got anything?
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Nathan. I'm probably the only Canadian here. I think everybody else is the U.S. You won't find me on many social medias, but I mean, I might start doing a couple streams in other D&D groups. If I do decide to link those into my profile, I'll do that, but who knows what's going to happen.
Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you're going to be able to find some groups. Ours got kind of filled up. They fill up like immediately. So that is a challenge. But
yeah, getting
it's
people
good
to commit to the days that's the problem. Not have what did you call it? Life things to happen? What was the
phrase? Hey, Great Barrier, thanks for joining us. They're another Star Trek podcast that comes in, and they're great people. Yeah, and also you're preaching to the choir. I think is in the immortal words of Ash Tyler, who do you think you're talking to when you said that? Pwned, do you want to admit that you do anything outside of this game?
I'm kind of like I do this. I do a bunch of other stuff on the channel. I'm thinking about branching out. I'm thinking about maybe doing a blog. It's going to be completely 100% about Ron DeSantis. I heard he loves bloggers and he loves blogs about him, so I just wanted to facilitate that. But until that day comes, you can catch me here on the channel on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
Yep. So, what I wanted to do is it leads us to you've got a bunch of those days. Tomorrow, I just wanted to say there's some other stuff going on while I look for a raid, I think. I'm hoping it's a Star Trek related raid, but I'm not holding out any hope for that.
You're getting it's one person watching a star, just like a star out there. That's the stream we got.
Oh, like
There's no
like
track.
Brad Pitt, like Brad Pitt, a star.
Not that bright.
Okay, not that bright. Oh, okay. So like, oh God, Matt Damon. All right, not that bright. So welcome to. If you like this banner, you have very low standards. So I'd like you to go to some better places. One of them is Tomorrow Conan, the world of sword and sorcery, oily pecs, and greasy deals. They have a chance at great DMs. Players are great people. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Wednesday, we return to Barovia, where Nat Jester will play a strong and silent and very handsome character. Do you want to tell us anything about what they can expect if they go there? Hey, I didn't write this.
Yeah, I know who wrote this. Then I know exactly who wrote this. Someone likes to be called handsome.
Seriously, I did it. I just enjoyed doing it.
No, I did the exact same thing too. It's great.
Okay, so what can we expect?
You can expect. You can expect they just found a dead body in a bed, in the master bedroom of the house that they're in. I told you.
Yeah, I know. Ain't no Star Trek stream.
But yes, join us as we find out if the party ever figures out who that dead body is. Because I thought it was pretty goddamn obvious. I thought I did everything besides actually tell them who the body of the corpse is, and I got nothing but wrong answers. I got nothing but wrong answers.
You do understand that all corpses have a thing that says "Hello, my name is" on them.
Oh,
you may have to roll them over, but it's there. There's a sticker there.
It's pierced to the butt cheek. But yeah, join us at 8 p.m. on Wednesday for that.
So Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Megaverse of Madness. The finale we promise, I think, is the phrase, wasn't it? Isn't it supposed to be?
I'm not even going to promise that. I'm not even going to say the word.
Not even going to promise.
Nope.
It? Okay.
We still got like 2 more months left of Rifts, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Is there another show coming up, or is that when's the other?
Aliens will be coming up soon. And then we should have a super villains campaign, and also Star Wars will be coming back sometime, maybe.
Okay. Maybe. And then what we've got is Friday at 6:30. Give Me Solo and a Cookie, which is basically just world building and audience participation and eating cookies. And so you can join Simon and Rufus to participate in some Star Trek fun and some reminiscing and just kind of unwind on a Friday night, talking a little bit about your favorite shows and stuff. It's all randomly generated. There are probably wrong answers, but we're not going to tell you what they are until you say them. And then Sunday, Tomb of Annihilation is back. 9 p.m., a zombie T-Rex is just the beginning of the excitement, which was pretty funny. So yeah, and then on Monday, our sister show, Tales of the Solar Patrol, will be back. Everyone has a fancy amulet and is starting to see the world may not be what they thought it was.
We stopped filming.
Yes, I do remember that, and I believe my favorite line. We're going to be rating Ink and Liar here in a minute, but my favorite line was when Good Devil just said, "You remember when we used to make a TV show?"
Yep.
Pepperidge Farmer. It really hurt somebody. It hurt somebody's. It hurt Whiskers' feelings. That Whiskers is the GM, and
he's not.
And it hurt his feelings.
I thought he traded. I thought
he was.
Traded it away.
Yeah, Simon's the new GM because Whiskers was so hurt by Good Devil's opinions. We might find out who Sam is. By the way, I'm going to put that little teaser in there. We might find out who Sam is. For anyone who's been paying attention. Anyway, we're about to rate Ink and Liar. Please Join them for a raid. Give them a shout out. Say hi. Represent. Have a great time. Have a good beginning of the week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, they caught a ton of people.
Oh, shite.
Oh,